All right. What's going on? IOBA, my name is TC, and this is the Awareness Channel. So, I said yesterday that uh, Zelensky, Volodymyr Zelensky, the guy that's fighting Vladimir Putin, the president of Ukraine, when they took him in the White House and read him the riot act, cussed him out, yelled at him, and all that, talked to him like he was a nigger, just like I said. It looked like people didn't like that. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. I don't care. You know why? Because that's the truth. Now, yes, Russia did invade Ukraine. But why did Russia invade Ukraine? Because Ukraine was trying to become part of NATO. And Vladimir Putin couldn't have that. That's why. Now, ain't nobody saying nothing about that, but that's why. Now, it ain't no way. What was a guy named Lloyd Austin said one day? What would happen to Ukraine if the United States were to pull out or stop supporting them? He said Russia would overrun Ukraine. Now, I'm old enough to remember when the United States left Vietnam. North Vietnam took over South Vietnam. I'm old enough to remember when the Soviets left Afghanistan the first time with the Mujahideen and all of them. The United States was supporting them. Then they left and the Taliban took over. The United States went in there and was sitting in there for 20 years. Left, the Taliban takes over. All of these proxy wars, you lose all of them. They just money pits. Is the point I'm making. Now, you can keep pumping money and propping up Ukraine till everybody die. But Russia eventually gonna win that. Because that's like Russia propping up Cuba in a war against the United States. You dig me? So I I think it's time for it all to come to an end. All the killing and the dying and the blowing up shit, all that, it's time for it to stop. But the military industrial complex needs to be fed. Now I'm gonna say something else that might lose me some motherfucking subscribers. I don't know. But from my understanding, it go like this: when somebody say the United States gave a country $1 billion in military aid, that means they gave the military industrial complex $1 billion, and the machinery goes to that country. They just feeding the military industrial complex. It's always got to be a war going on. There's going to be a war going on somewhere. If it ain't in Ukraine, it's going to be somewhere else. It's the same with where do you think Israel get all its weapons from? Most of them anyway, from the United States. Because that war got to keep going on. That shit done started right back up. Look at how much money the United States just pledged to Israel for that war. And all of that shit about taking over Gaza. All of that is to feed that monster. That monster being the military industrial complex. That's why I don't really think, I could be wrong, but I don't really think the Department of Governmental Efficiency is going to fuck with the Pentagon anymore. Because the military industrial complex got to go forward because every state in the union got some kind of connection to the military in their state. Whether it's manufacturing, it's military bases, it's something. And every goddamn one of them gonna talk about how much money they lose if their facility or their base or their whatever closes down. So that thing got to keep going. I don't know how long the United States can stay on a war footing like this. I really don't. I don't know how long the United States can stay on a war footing like this. I really don't. But the United States been at war ever since in my whole life. You dig me? And I go all the way back to 1957, the year I was born. And it just goes on and on and on. It's like, okay, like in 2016, I believe it was, or 2017, somewhere around there, when everybody thought South Korea was getting ready to launch a nuclear weapon. I said, they ain't launching no fucking nuclear weapon. Everybody was afraid of Kim Jong Un. I ain't no, ain't going. I said then, and I was right. Ain't gonna be no war with North Korea. Ain't gonna be no war with North Korea. I might have said South Korea earlier. Ain't gonna be no war with North Korea. There's not. I said that. My co-workers was telling me I was, this and I was that. Most of them was saying I was unpatriotic, but hey, I used to be a slave. What are you gonna do? Anyway, now I'm telling people ain't gonna be no war with Russia. Ukraine cannot win this war. Y'all just gonna keep pumping money into a situation that is, you know, just an exercise in futility. I hate it has to be uh, the orange man to bring this war to a close. I wish some other president could have got credit for that, but it looks like he probably gonna be the one, unless the Europeans keep it going. I don't know, but I do know this: just because that war ends, don't think that the United States is gonna stop making war all around the world. It ain't. It's just that one right there. You good white folks stop fighting each other. Uh, and we'll just use the money to support another war somewhere else, or start a new war down in Panama, maybe. You know what I mean? The United States trying to fuck with Mexico or something like that. That's what's happening. And all of the shit you hear on the news is just that. It's scripted bullshit. It really is. Um, the United States ain't won a war like this in my memory. It really ain't. I mean, the United States ain't supposedly at war in Ukraine, but we're backing them, and they ain't gonna win. So that to me counts as a L. I hate to say it. I like Vladimir Zelensky. I like the dude. I really do. He's short like me. I don't wear fucking suits either. I like that man. But right now, man, going, you know what I'm saying? My listen, I'm a fight fan, right? I like boxing, and one of my favorite fighters right now is Tank Davis. Well, Tank Davis looked like he got beat the other night. Now I don't even want to look at the goddamn videos because I don't want to see my boy get beat. But it happened. I like Vladimir Zelensky as an individual, but this one here over with. This one is over. You're not going to become part of NATO. You're going to have to maybe give up some territory or something. And Donald Trump ain't never going to like you. So deal with it. I'm sorry if I hurt people's feelings. No, I'm not. I ain't sorry for damn. Anyway, that's it for now, y'all. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks for coming by and listening to me talk my shit. And I will catch you on the next one. TC, and I'm out. Peace.